We've got mail. It's just screaming of conspiracy, right? It absolutely is.
In case the microphone didn't pick that up, let me do it again.
Network safety laws reform. Blah, 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 blah. Oops. Well, nothing more we can do for right now. So, let us log in and just do stuff.
Why do I get worried when he says just do stuff?
Just do it.
Just do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Just eat it.
Now let us save our game.
With the dude, what has an eye patch?
R. Fitting, because I just started watching Bodacious Space Pirates. It's alright, but...
What? Yeah. Why? Why that name?
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, he told me the name yesterday. I'm just like, tubular?
Tubular. Exactly. Oh, Helba, you always come through for us. We have to go to Theta, chosen, hopeless nothingness.
So, it chose the nothingness, but then it was hopeful?
And chosen.
Oh, it was hopeless.
Yes, hopeless.
There we go. Okay, so I take it Helba's just trying to help us out in figuring out the mystery of Orca.
That's correct.
And we will never know her true motives. Wow, I actually sounded like supervillain Grunty there for a second.
Where are you going without me?
It might be there. The bastard that got Yasuhiko.
So you're gonna defeat it?
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it.
You have to. I'm going with you. Don't even try to stop me.
And we're going to go into the gauntlets, everybody.
Oh.
Instead, we got the same, okay, here I go. It should have been like...
Yeah, those...
It should have been like, finally.
Those never change, ever. So, before you go, though, and I've already done this, but before you go, absolutely, you're going to want to stock up on items.
Yeah, 99 mage souls. Dude, you are killing the WoW population. I just want you to know that.
I killed 99 mages.
99 mages who are waiting to stop being nerfed, okay? Then we had 99 resurrects. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you hit a final dungeon, is you just start stocking up on items because you don't know how long you'll be there.
Absolutely. Oh, and this... I would absolutely recommend Black Rose have this weapon for this final dungeon because it has a really nice wood attack, and we're going to be going to an earth field, and wood, good against earth, Pokemon logic, you got it.
Pokemon logic while hacking the gate.
True to final level, we gotta put in a lot of Iris scores.
Do we have enough?
Yep, I went ahead and stocked up and grinded some more out. Complete. See, the reasons for all my data drain earlier, cutting down on virus score farming.
And congratulations, Alex, you've been permabanned.
Final levels, I don't feel the need to skip the gate hacking animation here. It's so badass, I love it.
It just reminds me of insert Hideo Kojima game here. It really does look like something out of Zone of the Enders. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
The bracelet. It's shining.
we are on the field. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Oh, I don't want Appanid. I highly recommend beelining your way, avoiding the enemies, because you can do this without riding a Grunty if you absolutely want to. There are ways to Metal Gear your way around this field.
You mean Metal Gear? He mentions it. I'm a Metal Gear fan. I can start quoting it all day long.
Oh, there's the dungeon.
This is Snake. Can you hear me, Colonel? Loud and clear, Snake. Your goal is to infiltrate Shadow Moses Island. But what if I don't want to? Because there's Metal Gears there. Then I'll have to send in the Wimp Raiden. But don't you know, Raiden was the lightning in that storm. People can't see this, but Alex is, like, clueless.
Oh, that was nice. Treasure. First up right off the bat. Yeah, when I dry run this game, this dungeon was strangely kind to me. Getting a lot of treasure, few enemies out of each portal. But believe me, there's some really cheap enemies in this dungeon.
And while we're going through this final dungeon, you're probably going to get some extended thoughts on .hack sign from me. I have not seen Liminality yet. I figure that in between .hack games, I will watch Liminality and start giving my feelings on that one.
That's right.
I will say one thought to give on .hack sign, though. My favorite scene is probably not what Alex thinks it is. And that actually would be when they actually start to act like an MMO party in that. That was pretty cool, actually. The fact, you know, we keep hinting that this is an MMO in every sense of the word, and then all of a sudden they start handling the, what was it, the Guardian? The new Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
And they start handling it like an MMO party, so, Tsukasa is back healing, and then you can see, BT over there casting. That was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah, the final episode was really darn good. And
I still think the best character out of that series, though, is Krim. I just love the guy.
Yeah, Krim is a great character.
Krim is very cut and dry. And so that's why in a lot of cases I tend to like him, because you understand his motivations, you understand where he's coming from. PT is always an enigma, and I get why she is. And don't even get me started on, what's his bucket? Sora. Or I guess, spoiler alert, Scathe. That I actually found kind of fitting. I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked how he ended up. Because I'm like, yeah, this had to happen this way, is that he would become a servant in the end, with, you know, the person who doesn't want to be a servant to anyone and wants to do whatever he wants eventually becomes the servant.
Right. Did you pick up on the fact that Sora's only about 8 years old?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because as soon as he gets killed,
right,
they phase back to his room, and he's got like a 4th grade class calendar and things like that.
Yeah, I didn't even pick that up on my first watch through. That was ages ago, of course.
I figured he was pretty young, though, just the way that Sora talks. So at that point, you knew that. My guess, however, was that he was just barely starting to be a teenager, and so them hormones were acting wild, and he wanted to be overly aggressive with everybody. But the fact that he was like 8, maybe 7 years old, that was a little bit of a shocker to me. And yeah, I mean, it did its job, because you feel bad for him. He won't have a life at this point. He is Scathe.
No, he's not Scathe.
He isn't?
No, he just got data drained by Scathe.
Oh, okay.
He's just in a coma now.
I got the feeling that he had been converted into Scathe.
No, Scathe, and you'll see this a lot later as the games progress, is a part of the world itself. But
so basically, he's like the dude in Scathe is like the dude in Death Note who sits there and whenever he kills somebody, he screams "delete, delete, delete, delete." I think, strangely enough, was played by Stephen Bloom. I may be wrong on that.
I don't know, actually.
there's an anime suggestion for you guys. Recommend Death Note.
Yes, Death Note's been recommended to me many years. I don't know if I'll ever truly watch it, but I'll give it it could happen.
You do need to, dude. I especially recommend the dub,
Uh-huh.
because they got some actors that have never done anime before and are really kind of suited for it.
Yeah. Same kind of holds for these games. And for pretty much a lot of the early non-hack franchise in particular. You got a lot of people who aren't necessarily big in the anime voice acting community, but they're like in games like... we mentioned Metal Gear, and, Kim, my guest, is in non-hack Sign.
Metal Gear. Who did she play in Metal Gear? You know?
Mei Ling, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, Snake, would you like me to save your game? I'd like you to do a lot more than that, honey.
Oh, these Moo Guardians. These are... Oh, crap. I forgot. God, there's a stupid thing in here.
Wait, was she the Mei Ling from Solid or Solid 4?
I really couldn't tell you.
I'll have to look that up. Because there's a difference between the two.
Oh, I hate the Moo Guardians, and I hate these stupid tiki things. And of course, Mistral is paralyzed.
Of course.
You want to use data drain sparingly, of course, in here, but sometimes you're going to get stuck with having to do it all the time.
Well, I mean, at some point you have to stay alive, so...
Get a room full of these Moo Guardians, they can easily take out your whole party in 5 seconds.
But you know what? In all honesty, I mean, we have been in dungeons where we were that overwhelmed and we were getting our butts handed to us. So
yeah.
Already I can tell you for a final dungeon we're doing okay.
Yes, I went ahead and really leveled up. I always recommend being a few levels ahead of this dungeon because the final boss is just plain tough, regardless of what level you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably let Black Rose's SP go up. Hi, Mistral, how are you doing?
We don't care about Mistral. She's burning a hot pocket off screen. And Black Rose is on our case now. We don't have time!
Well, we gotta let you get up there, Black Rose. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I'd actually... Now that you've brought that up, I want to figure out which Mei Ling she was. If she was Metal Gear Solid Mei Ling, where they were forced to have a Chinese accent for her, or if it was the later iteration of Mei Ling where she could actually be American and we didn't care.
Could be both, even. I'm pretty sure she's...
I laughed at Metal Gear Solid Mei Ling. I really did, because it's like, oh, Snake, would you like me to save your game? Oh, you're so cute when you hit on me like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, but man, see, here's the thing, too. You brought up Metal Gear, and you made me sad. Because David Hayter is no longer Solid Snake.
Oh.
Instead, we get Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland! Because I can never say his name properly. In fact, I got it out once already. That's a good sign, right?
Yeah. Mistral, can you go 5 seconds and not get paralyzed? Black Rose leveled up. And so did Mistral.
And you'll have to excuse me, I'm gonna hop off mic really quick to handle something.
Which way to go, which way to go. Really doesn't matter because there's portals either way, but this way has more treasure. Actually, this way has fewer rooms. Sorry guys, I know I don't have much commentary to say by myself. I definitely probably shouldn't consider going into Let's Playing solo.
Seriously, he'd be lost without me.
Yep, I would be. A certain visitor would like to get in.
Yes. But unfortunately, that certain visitor is our biggest fan and does not know how to keep her hands off of us. So, you know, that's kind of the problem.
Mm-hmm. Or in her case, paws. Because she's my doggy.
Yep. We had a little puppy sitting with us. But unfortunately, she got a little loud and we didn't want her on mic. Because we're mean like that. We want all the attention to ourselves.
Yep.
But yeah, so back to what I was saying before. So I am a little sad because David Hayter, great Solid Snake. Will Kiefer Sutherland do it? We don't know. Obviously, we have to wait until the game that he's doing comes out. I think it's Phantom Pain. And see if he can pull off Big Boss is who he's going to be playing. But it is always fun to bring in Metal Gear Solid references because Alex doesn't know the games.
It's true.
So I can just basically reference whatever I want while being tame. Because, you know, the games do tend to not get tame. But I guess I can go ahead and reference this. Hey, Alex. You like Castlevania, don't you? We may have to do this eventually, but I'm like sitting here going, okay, if we do Metal Gear Solid, how do we do it? Because for those who have played it, it is rampant. It is big into cutscenes. It is basically a movie.
Yeah.
So at that point, do we have a controller? Do we just sit there and grab a bowl of popcorn? I mean, what do we do? Then obviously I need to convince Alex that yes, Metal Gear Solid would be something he'd be interested in. You want to know one way that would be really easy, Kojima? Is if you could actually adhere to my advice and go remake, instead of remaking Metal Gear Solid for the umpteenth time, let's go remake the old NES games.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm glad you agree. So where are we in this place?
We're on B4. I actually can't quite remember how many floors. It's 4 or 5 floors for this dungeon. Not the longest. They will get a lot longer, of course. But I believe we're getting close.
So in other words, more dot hack discussion!
Absolutely. We are playing Dot Hack after all. Oh, I think we're here, actually. No, we're not here. Long hallways usually means you're at the end.
Yep. More long hallways.
Okay, yes, we are here.
Okay, well then I guess no dot hack discussion. Sorry, guys. We're not going to spoil the ending for you.
I just quickly wrecked myself.
We are really to the end. I mean...
Yep, we're on the final boss.
Holy moly.
Alright, through the purple mist we go.
I'm sure there's a Hobbit reference we could do somewhere in there.
Aura? I see you received the mail I sent you. Yet, however, it's too late.
Wait! There's something I have to ask you. No!
Wait. Shion, you were the one that gave us the Armageddon spell.